solve. This is equal to this. This is the major key for you to use to get your answer. So let's go back. Now, welcome to VINDAL'S Academy. In today's lesson, I am going to do justice to this question. If you're ready, let's get started. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video for YouTube algorithm to push our content. If you're ready, let's get started. Now, look at this question. Let's just do the simple things, okay? So the simple thing I'm going to do is that know that root 9 is same thing as 3. And remember that root 8 is going to be the same thing as root 4 times 2. Square root of 4 is 2, remaining root 2. So root 8 is 2 root 2, and root 9 is 3. Okay, so we are going to do that one first. So I'm going to have square root all over square root of 3 minus 2 root 2. Now, at this point, what else are you going to do? But remember, we have something minus another thing. But look at what mathematics says. Mathematics says if you have A minus B, let's assume that there is A, there is B, that it is going to be the same thing as square root of A squared minus 2AB, plus B squared. All right? So, but looking at this, you realize that this minus this is this. So, what I'm going to do now is that I am going to compare this with this, because if you look at this, this is now looking like this. So I'm going to compare them to see what they really are. Now I'm going to start by saying, since this is 2 and this is 2, minus minus, I'm going to say that minus 2AB is equal to minus 2 root 2. So I'm going to cancel, minus 2 is going to cancel minus 2. So I'm having AB is equal to root 2. All right. Now, if you look at this by observation, you realize that A times what will give me root 2. At the same time, know that if I compare this with the whole of this, it means that I have just this and this. That is A squared and plus B squared. In that case, I am going to separate these three in two places. Before coming back to this, let me show you what I'm saying. Let me divide this part. I'm going to have, let me use this. So I'm going to say that root 2 minus 2 root 2. Remember, if I want this to look like this, it means there is something that should be here and there is something that should be here. So I'm going to say plus something, maybe plus 1. I don't know what that means. Now, for me to be able to do that conclusion, I'm going to deal with this. So if I say A times 1 can give me root 2. So I'm going to assume that this B is 1. So I'm going to say that if B is 1, then I say that A is equal to root 2. Let's go back to check if it is. If I put plus 1 here, will I still have the same thing as saying square root of 3 minus 2 root 2? That is true because 2 plus 1 is something as 3, then minus 2 root 2. So this, even though it looks like this, is still the same thing as this. So in that case, we have concluded that B is 1 and A squared is 2. So going back to what I want to solve, this is equal to this. This is the major key for you to use to get your answer. So let's go back. Now I have noticed that my A is what? My A squared is what? 2, and my B is 1. Let's see how it will be this. So I'm going to go inside here by saying that for A squared, I'm going to have my 2. Remember, A squared is 2 minus 2. This is 2. A, what is A? A is root 2. And that is my root 2 in terms of this A. What is B? b is 1, so say times 1, all right? Plus, this is my plus. Then what is b square is something as 1 square, because b is 1, square is going to be 1 square. And all this is equal to a, is going to be equal to what? A minus b. So at this point, I am going to say, what is my a? Since my a is root 2, and what is my b? My b is 1. Therefore, my a is 2 root 2 minus 1. This is my answer. So everything you are seeing, all roots, square root of 9, square root of 9 minus square root of 8 is going to give you root 2 minus 1. This is how it is done. I know it could be a little issue for you, but anywhere you have issue, question is there. Question section is there for you to ask question for us to have a better explanation. Have a nice day.